You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Hello.
All right, reporting to you from the frozen tundra. This is the Code Rad show, the frozen tundra of Pennsylvania and South Jersey.
Yes, indeed. Just plain
Where-
frigid.
And never ending. Don't know when it's going to warm up.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Bob and Ed, it's like, hey, who wants to take a road trip to Miami? Seriously, just
Yeah.
yeah,
Right now, 30 degrees would be an improvement.
yeah. Even yes, 29. Yeah, I think now let's see what it is now. Now it is a very balmy. Wait for it. 19 degrees. Woo.
Yeah. I mean, actually, as long as it's not windy, it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the wind really makes it worse. Yeah.
Today was not too windy, so it wasn't terrible. I didn't even mind the walk to work. For the most part, sidewalks are shoveled. Some places took several days to get around to it, houses and businesses. But then once I get into Kensington, all bets are off. And it's walking in the middle of the road. Two trucks stuck on the road. Just they're big trucks, their wheels spinning. I hope none of my coworkers have to drive up this road because that's going to be a pain.
Wow.
I wonder how long it took because,
jeez.
It would have been tough to tow them out of there. So,
really.
And so aside from, I guess the good news is that our blizzard that was supposed to come this weekend doesn't seem to be happening.
Well, I think it's going to be only a little bit of snow, not much, like just a little dandruff. Yeah.
All right, because once in a while, a news outlet reports that a bomb cyclone is coming. And I'm like, what? Really? And I look at the
cyclone, all right.
Yeah. But then I look at the weather report and it shows like no precipitation whatsoever for the weekend. So if there's a blizzard coming, I don't know. Hopefully we're going to get a break from it.
Yeah, I hope not. I'm totally fine if it doesn't blizzard at all. I'm okay with that. Just like, please, no more. It's great to get a snow day, but just like, yeah, no more snow, please.
Yeah. And so we had some sad news.
Yes.
This week, a local legend, New Jersey native, said resident of Totowa. I'm not sure if he spent his whole life there, but that's up in northern New Jersey, close to Clifton, where I grew up. Uncle Floyd, who was a local entertainer, piano player, sort of vaudevillian, comedian, puppeteer, obviously. Had different shows throughout the years on different outlets back in the pre-internet days. I mean, I think he did some shows post-internet as well, but I think he's mostly remembered for his live shows and his shows he did on public television and some cable public access type stuff.
Indeed, and also David Bowie was a fan of his, and he mentions Floyd and Oogie in one of his songs. I think "Slip Away," I believe. But yeah, John Lennon and David Bowie were both fans of his.
Yes. Cyndi Lauper, Lou Albano went on his show.
Classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah. He was he was a big celebrity in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Did a lot of live shows, played comedy clubs, and he had a podcast recently. I mean, I subscribed to the podcast, but through the podcast mostly, I was aware his health wasn't doing great. So.
No.
Yeah, I think he was born in 46, something like that, maybe.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I could be thinking of the wrong guy, but total legend. We'll miss you, Uncle Floyd Vivino. Also was in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yes.
Yeah, big, probably his most famous role. So I don't know. He does have stuff on YouTube, and we talked about his show Oh, probably about a year ago on the Code Rad program.
Oh, the Silly String, yes, the Silly String.
Yes, Silly
Yeah.
String. We played the opening credits, very cute, sort of that vaudeville music, and check it out. So
Yes, please,
let's
yes.
see. So then we also discussed this week, one of our topics of discussion is a Japanese animated series called Skyers 5.
Yes, indeed. Shall I kick it off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So basically, it's 1966, and Bond is huge everywhere, but a lot very popular in Japan. And so are the things like The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is very popular over there too. So a manga was created called Skyers 5, and a year later, an anime appeared. So I did episode 1 of that. So we start out at a hotel, and this mysterious car pulls up, and these guys get out. And I got to say that the name of the hotel was called Hotel OK, just Hotel OK. So this hotel, it's okay, it's all right,
Yeah.
but it's going to get really dangerous because
Mhm.
there's our desk clerk fast asleep. But these guys have these Tommy guns, and they're waiting for the elevator to get down from the first floor. And they wait, the doors open, and they just give it everything they have. You can see it's riddled with bullets, the wall, and they can't believe the doors open. They basically wasted all their bullets, and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
guy drops down from the ceiling and gets a drop on them. This is Ryu. He is a detective. Yes, there we go. So the organization from this series, they're called Ghost. It says, here we go, Gosuto Pran K, I think, well, that's small. Kudake, crush the Ghost plan. So he's
Ghost,
preparing.
kind of like Spectre.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good one, yeah. What's another word for Spectre? It's like Ghost.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. All right. So he defeats those two guys. There's another guy on the roof trying to kill him. He takes care of him, but he's still being pinned down. He's driving, trying to get away from these guys. He tries to head for the airport because he's Japanese. He's trying to go back to Japan. But direct hit. So he's hit. But he says, I won't die, or I refuse to die. He's got to give a bracelet to his sister. But why is the bracelet so important? We'll find out in a bit. So we focus our attention now to the local airport. And yeah, the episode starts out, I'm guessing it's America, maybe California. They don't really say.
Yeah.
But we see these two women here. And these two women are the sister and mother of our main character. This is Taro Hayabusa, who will become our main hero and character. So they're flying from, I guess, America to Japan. But this guy, there's Ryu, he stumbles in. So he makes the airport, but he's just in very bad shape. Taro comes over and says, hey, are you okay? You good? And he goes, please take this bracelet to the Japanese police.
Yeah.
And he says, okay, he agrees. I'll give it to the, unfortunately, he did unfortunately expire. But as the plane takes off, and then we see the shot of this mysterious guy flipping a coin. And one of his minions, they all dressed exactly the same.
Very flamboyant villains.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, very, very Speed Racer ish. And he reports to his boss that, hey, the microphone was given to a Japanese tourist, and the guy with the coin, flipping the coin, says, but the plane departed from Japan, did it not? The minion says, yes, it did. And he goes, what a shame. Pushes the button. So much for that guy.
Yikes.
It turns out the submarine services, and it's got missiles, and whoops. And that's the plane that Taro and his family are on. So they're both eyeing the microfilm, or I'm sorry, the bracelet.
Microfilm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be a bracelet.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of gave it away too, but yeah, there's
Yeah.
microfilm inside the bracelet, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, the plane goes kaboom.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Sorry, just bear with me a minute.
Nah.
So now we're in Japan, and these people we don't really know yet.
The episode
Um,
takes a turn for the strange.
it does, yes. So they find out that a plane leaving from we guess America, heading for Japan, went down.
Yeah.
And let's see. So here we have the other members of Skylar's Five. Here's the chief. I believe he's S1. I believe the short, bald guy is Polka, I believe, and the big guy is Samson. Because he's super strong. And there is Yuri, S3, I believe.
Mm.
So they announce the people that were, found dead. And they also have a news report that a detective was killed, and it was Ryu. This right here is
Yeah.
Ryu's sister. That's Yuri.
Yeah.
She's very upset about it. So naturally, since Ryu is dead, they think they know who's involved. Ghost. So we actually go to a deserted. We see a deserted island. We see on one hand it's Taro. He's still alive,
Yeah.
and he's calling for his mother and his
Yeah.
younger sister, but unfortunately they are no more. They went boom. But somehow the microfilm, the bracelet containing the microfilm, is still intact.
Yeah.
He notices there is a cub with the mother apparently dead. Yeah, very, very sad. The cub is getting attacked by vultures, but Taro intervenes and throws rocks at the vultures. So the two bond, and though Taro sees a fishing boat, so he runs towards it, but he's forgetting something. So Peter's rather sad, so he decides to take Peter along with him. We go back to Japan, where I guess the rest of the members of Skylar's Five are, and they learn that Taro is okay and he's heading home, and a hero's welcome is waiting for him.
Yeah.
So this is Yuri. She takes off. They have these cool rocket chairs.
Oh, right, yeah.
Bond has gadgets, well, so do Skylar's Five, and they have this interesting looking car too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
she takes an airplane. Where is she going? We'll find out in a few minutes. So there's the fishing boat. Peter notices something's not quite right, and that same submarine that shot the plane down is looking for Taro to finish the job. So wow, okay, that's kind of hostile. So so I think they do fire a shot, but luckily there's Yuri there. Yeah, Yuri's a badass. She's really good. She's good with firing a gun, as we'll see, and she can fly a plane. She's definitely a woman not to be trifled with. They do sink the submarine. Taro gets to hear his welcome. It's a press conference, but Ghost will not give up. They still want him dead, and they want that microfilm. So Yuri pushes Taro out of the way and shoots the guy on the roof. So much for him. Nice shot. And then they're surrounded by more people. I don't know if you notice this. I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but so 70s or 60s, 70s, and 80s anime had this thing where they would have something gleam.
Oh yeah.
Usually it was an eye, but this time it's a knife. But you see it a lot in. You'll see a person Bound of the Planets had it. You'll see a character sitting down in a chair, and then there'll be a gleam in their eye.
Yeah.
And we see this here several times. So Taro wrestles the guy. So Yuri, she can fly, she can shoot a gun, and she knows judo. So yeah, pretty awesome. This guy, Taro hits him so hard he goes flying through a bunch of oil barrels. He goes in an oil barrel, through a wall, out the wall the other side, and then hits a flagpole. So ouch. So I think we talked before about how there's a really heavy tone shift here because it gets to be very this like gritty spy drama, but then it gets rather silly as we see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this jalopy he's really like juggling this truck here. So yeah, there it goes. So that's basically the story. Of course, they defeat Ghost and recover the microfilm, and Taro joins this group of this Skyers 5.
Mm-hmm.
Love the background there in that one shot there. It's just very trippy, very Peter Max esque.
Yeah.
But that's really about. There they are there. That's really about. Oh, of course, there's Peter there. So see, I really I really enjoyed the episode, and hope others do too. But yeah, a lot of I think it reminded me a lot of Speed Racer, how it could be very serious one moment, and the next to be very campy, very silly, still enjoyable. But yeah, it just had those that tonal shift there they would have just.
It gets pretty silly, and just a regular guy with his wild island cat joins a spy organization, right?
Exactly, and
I'm a little confused with some of the characters, but that's the gist of it. The guy, he's just a regular guy. He ends up with the microfilm and ends up surviving a missile attack on his commercial jet.
Yes.
On which he's flying. And was this show successful? Did it have a long run?
It was okay. It actually it's even more popular in Spanish-speaking countries.
Yeah.
I first discovered it as somebody posted it on the YouTube, and it was under the name El Agente S5. So apparently it aired in Mexico, it aired in Panama, it aired in Latin America, South America, Spain, but never here.
Yeah.
And apparently United Artists actually handled the distribution of to Mexico, Latin America, yada yada yada. I thought that was very interesting, but never came out here. Never an English dub version. Maybe too violent, maybe.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, as a big fan of spy fiction, there is like no shortage of spy programs on TV. I've covered a few here, some English programs like Department S, things I've never heard of before. Department S, and also The Champions.
Yep.
There was another one, the spin-off of Department S, which I never got around to covering. Is that just called Jason King? It was about the character Jason King.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes, that's right.
Yeah. So all kinds of spy programs, which we like to cover here on Code Rad. Hope to get back to that eventually. But I've decided, before I do that, I would like to stick with horror, at least for the time being. British horror, British House of Hammer horror. And so this week, going in order, this is our third episode studying Hammer House of Horror. This one is called Rude Awakening, and it starts with a little sizzle reel of the episode, which was quite memorable. And
yes,
I haven't shared a clip in a while, so let's see if I'm able to do that without too much awkward pauses. Let's see. So that would be share screen, Hammer House of Horror, share. There we go. Let's see.
Okay.
So this is how gets right into the action in a British phone booth, no less. Goes right from snogging nude in a phone booth to brain surgery to strangulation to she looks kind of like a schoolgirl. I don't know if the British schoolgirls wear straw hats like that. No, and now we get all punk rock, sinister surgeons. And again, I'm not sure exactly what that look is, but now we've got people trapped in a building getting destroyed. Keeps running and running, but he's got to go down a whole bunch of stairs. And so, yeah, so that is your sizzle reel from Rude Awakening, a very interesting episode of Hammer House of Horror, something unlike anything that has gone before. But don't forget, you can, while you're waiting for the next episode of Code Rad, check out Interplanet Volume 1, available on Funds My Comic, and also Tales of Conspiracy and Madness on Amazon. So, yeah, this episode of I forgot to change the background. All right, so this my slideshow is made a little bit superfluous because most of the stuff I wanted to show visually was in that little sizzle reel. Whoever put together that little clip package in the beginning of the show knew what they were doing. It definitely got my interest. So we in this episode, we meet a real estate agent played by Denholm Elliott, who was in Raiders of the Lost Ark and maybe a couple of other things that people may have heard of. We find out, he's not really crazy about his wife, and his wife is not crazy about him. They argue. So he loves going into the office to see his sexy secretary, who the first time we see her looks like this. And let's see. Sorry. So he goes into the office, sees a secretary. It becomes apparent they are having an affair. And then he gets asked by like the caretaker of Grand Estate to go check it out. He goes and finds that it's been abandoned. But it's got potential. He could put it on sale. He wanders in, and they've got like an antique talking tube, which whispers to him.
Yes.
Tells him, dude, don't kill your wife. Which, we last we saw his wife, she was alive. And so then it turns out that this is a dream, and he wakes up in bed with his wife again. They argue. He goes back to work, and his secretary now all of a sudden is Trash from Return of the Living Dead. She's punk rock. They're still having an affair together, and he goes back to the estate. Even though he's determined that he found out about this estate in a dream, he still has the address in his pocket. How did it get there? Well, he goes back, and this time there's a woman there, but they end up hanging him. And he wakes up again, and he's in bed with his wife. You don't want to spend too much time there. So he goes back to work, and then he ends up in the phone booth with his secretary, who I guess, she obviously is no longer the punk rocker. But she catches up. She's not a punk rocker anymore, but she is definitely game. She's a goer, as you might say. And
like a Scottish lass or an Irish lass? Oh, okay.
I don't. And then once again, she appears. I don't know if this is supposed to be a schoolgirl or what, but she's always happy to bring tea or coffee to her boss. And next time around, everything in this episode is a dream within a dream. We don't know if he's just is it a dream within a dream, or is he just is it some kind of cycle starting over again? With this version of Lolly, the secretary, he goes to that building, which starts getting smashed to pieces.
Yes.
With both of them in it, sort of. But, it's a dream, so it doesn't really make sense. Here she is once more as a sinister surgeon. Don't want to get too much into that. And then finally, there's her final form, looking like a regular secretary at last, working with him. And, each time there's this, every time the cycle begins anew, there's rumor, there's, intimations of him murdering his wife, and it's very Lynchian. This was David Lynch before David Lynch was a thing. This character's living in a dream. I mean, this is something that feels really out of a David Lynch movie, a character appearing it as a different character, dressed completely differently, acting differently, something like Lost Highway, and no real explanation for it. Why does his secretary change? Why does he start is sort of a Groundhog Day kind of situation, starting over all the time? Does he kill his wife? Is the house real? Is he really in the hospital? Don't know. So highly recommended. If that sounds like your kind of thing, I would highly recommend Rude Awakening. Quite good. I mean, is it supernatural? Don't know. Hard to say if there's actual supernatural elements. Is it all a dream? Well, you have to check it out to find out. I recommend it. I think hopefully from my description, you know if this is your kind of thing. And I'm partly out of laziness, partly out of a sense of a mission to complete. I'm going to keep watching episodes of Hammer House of Horror, so you can count on Code Rad to be your source for information about that television program, 1980. Of course, you probably know a legendary studio remade Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy in a British color film, British sensibility, lots of blood, and eventually lots of sex. Christopher Lee. And there you have it. I think that's all I have for this week.
I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed this episode a lot, very much. I was just kind of glued to the can't say glued to the set, but glued to the TV. Just very well written, very well done. I liked how I think they wanted to do more blood and gore, but I'm not sure if this is BBC or I'm guessing it's ITV. Maybe it was shown on ITV, but I know in the UK they're more strict about blood and gore on television than they are.
Yeah.
So I think, but they still made a very entertaining show despite that. I think it was more psychological than blood and gore. And I think it proves I used to think before I got a little deeper into horror that, horror was just blood, guts, gore. But it was deeper than that. It can also be very psychological, building tension. And it was very, very well done. I really appreciate how, very well written, well acted. And just watch out if you haven't checked out a building, just make sure there's no wrecking balls headed your way. And,
Yes. Strong episode of very unpredictable. Didn't know where it was going. I mean, even after it's done, I'm not sure where it was going or where it went, but was very entertaining. And if you're into surreal sorts of stories that don't wrap everything up in a tight little bow for you, then this might be for you. Or maybe you have a better idea what it was about than I do. Leave a comment. Let me know. What was I missing? There very well could have been more to this episode than I realized, but it's fine. I don't have to understand something to enjoy it.
No, same here. I did enjoy it very much. So yeah, I recommend it. And give it a shot.
And let me say, I never really thought I would look at England as a paradise, but the show. This episode shows our main character driving along country roads, green, looks like springtime, and compared to being here in Philadelphia right now, Arctic temperatures, everything buried under a foot of snow. Boy, would I have liked to have been there in the English countryside in the spring or summer.
Yeah. No, likewise. Same here. I don't think. I guess when you were there, did it snow at all?
No, I don't think we had any snow. I was there all winter.
Good.
I don't think it snowed a bit.
Good. Okay. Just mostly rain.
Yeah. A lot of rain. It certainly got cold. Sun gets very low in the winter. Sun's very low in the winter, which is kind of annoying. Days very long in the summer, which is fine.
And that's what I'm hoping to go in the summertime.
Yeah.
Wood.
That's definitely the best time to go. All right. So there you have it. Skyers 5, James Bond adventures and psychological horror, never-ending nightmares of Hammer House of Horror. Thanks once again, Jim, and thank you everyone who out there in YouTube land watching with us. We'll see you soon.
All right, take care, Jason. Thank you, and it was a pleasure.
Bye, Jim. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.